I just want to share a little story time about why I don't do any of these girls' night out situations.
All right, talk to me.
When I lived in New York City, I worked for a very large corporate law firm. Just to give you an idea of the scope, Donald Trump and some other high financial players were our clients. So it wasn't like a slip and fall law firm.
All right, fellas, y'all heard what she just said. She was working at a firm where a lot of high-profile clients were. These are men of status. They have unlimited resources, multi-high-figure millionaires, and some even billionaires. And this is the environment that this woman chose to work in. I'm just saying, fellas, if you a guy and your girl works at this type of place and you know all about hypergamy, it's a recipe for disaster.
And everyone that worked there had to be vetted pretty heavily because of the type of clients that we had. A lot of the women would do these girls' night out things, and they would ask me to go, and I never wanted to do it because it's just not my scene. I had rejected them so many times, and a lot of them were like putting pressure on me that I should do it. So I gave in one day.
They can be coerced to do things that they normally wouldn't do. With that being said, a lot of times when your girl does go out and get out of her character, it's because she was following the leader. These women made her feel bad. Oh, he's too controlling. The man that loves you at the crib, he's just trying to protect you. But they spin it and make it look like he's trying to suffocate you and keep you from having a good time and living your life and having a hot girl summer, when the whole time he just knows what the situation is when women are going out and alcohol is involved.
So it was a Friday night. There were about 8 of us. We went to a club. Everyone started drinking, getting drunk. Throughout the evening, women would disappear. Some would go to the bathroom, not come back, go to get a drink, not come back. This had me in sort of a high alert situation. I was feeling a little stressed. And because I'm one of these people that has a high level of situational awareness, my head was moving like a chicken. One of the women that was there was this tiny little administrative assistant. She was so cute, and everyone loved her at the firm.
Them be the freaks.
She was a sweet little good girl. She didn't wear makeup. She wasn't a party girl. She was about 5'2", sweet and cute as a button. And I saw her drinking, getting drunk, and then 2 guys, they obviously came together. They started sitting with her, drinking with her, laughing and talking with her.
Invited.
Right away, I was on high alert.
Are they really wolves, or are these men in a setting where this type of stuff is a common occurrence and it's just another day at the office for them? They know the type of women who hang out here. The women know the type of men who hang out here. They know it's a lot of men around that have money and they willing to spend it. Maybe these guys are sexually attractive to these women, and they know what the story is. And when she was like, this girl is just this little cute, mild, meek type of woman, she's trying to spin the story like the men are the wolves and she's the sheep, when in fact this woman signed up for this. This is what she wants, right? No woman talks to men they don't want to talk to, and you can sense when a woman don't want to talk to you. So that right there in and of itself is almost derogatory, bro, at the end of the day.
I could see that these guys were wolves and that their intentions were not good. So I kind of inched my way over to sit closer to her so I could babysit. And she always kind of gave me this brush off, like, get away. And the guys were doing that too, like, get away.
Because you cock
or come join us, that kind of thing.
Which one was it?
I didn't want to join them, but I wanted to keep an eye on her. They moved around in the club, and wherever they went, I went with them. At one point, she left with them. But the way she left with them, those 2 guys, literally lifted her body over their head and carried her out like a rotisserie chicken. I ran after them, got into the parking lot. She got into their car, and I was screaming for her to get out of the car, to get away from them.
No, get out the car, girl.
In a busy, whatever type of setting this was, it's a lot of people being social. A lot of people are around in general. And you're telling me that two guys are carrying one small, petite woman over their head like a rotisserie chicken, and it's just a normal day. Nobody's gonna bat an eye at that situation, man. I don't know, man. I don't believe this story already, but it's entertaining for sure. I'm gonna say that much.
She rolled down the car window. She cursed me out. FUB. You're jealous that it's not you. Leave me the F alone.
Now that does sound like something that could happen. Women definitely will play that card. Like, you're jealous of me. You're mad that these guys want to clap my cheeks and not yours, which is totally unrealistic, because if those guys had it their way, they would be clapping both of these women's cheeks. That's how men are. Guys, I have a lot of reason to believe that this is a made up story. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, it be the good girls at work who quiet and stuff that be the freaks outside of work.
I was pretty much in shock. The car screeched off. I stood there with my jaw hanging open, went home that evening, had the worst weekend because I thought maybe she was kidnapped, chained up in a basement, something horrible.
So you didn't reach out to no
When I
coworkers?
got into work on Monday, I went over to her desk to see if she made it in, and there she was.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Typing with a big smile on her face, and gave me kind of this look like, WTF,
This
like,
story
what do
is
you
so
want?
cap, bro.
I'm fine.
She lying, dog.
I didn't speak to her after that, only in a workplace capacity. But the situation overall left me shook. Now, like I said earlier, this was one of 3 situations, each one tragic. And in the interim, I've learned that being with women, especially women that are drinking, puts me into potentially dangerous situations. Because the way I see it, women will sell their souls for attention.
First
And
thing
if you're
she said,
out
that's right today.
at night with alcohol, dressing a certain way, behaving a certain way, moving their bodies provocatively, what kind of attention do you think is going to come? And women love this attention. Speak to her. Have attention.
Man, you know what's funny? When a woman says this thing, people will listen to her and take her words into consideration. But a man, and many men before her, have said this, and people say it's misogynistic, it's a double standard. But when a woman says it, it's the gospel. Bro, at the end of the day, y'all gotta realize, man, women don't operate under the same logical system that men do. Because, dog, I know every man in here has said this to a woman or have heard women hear this and lose their minds, bro. Straight up. I know you have.
Personally, I like to go to the club maybe once a year. I don't go to socialize. I just want to hear very, very loud music, like at a decibel level where I can feel it in my heart. I'm what they call a bass head. But with me, I'm sure to always hire a bodyguard for the evening.
A base head in the hood.
I have a
ain't what
great
you
guy in
say.
Hollywood. Pay him a flat rate. You got him for the whole night.
A bodyguard, bro.
He'll pick me up in his Suburban, get me inside and out. I don't have to worry about Ubers, standing in the street, making phone calls. And while I'm in the club, always tell him, don't let anyone near me. Women, men, no one. I just want to hear loud music and I want to dance.
Are we seriously encouraging people to hire bodyguards on a regular night out? How about this? Just don't go out belligerently drunk, maintain a high level of situational awareness, use the buddy system, and things will just work itself out. Jesus Christ, this story is horrible.
And I don't ever go out wearing high heels and short dresses. I go in wearing gym clothes. Tank top, leggings, sneakers.
Jesus Christ, this is why I don't believe it. Who the hell is going to a nightclub wearing what she just said she's going to go to the nightclub wearing? It makes no sense, bro. I don't believe this for 1 second.
These are cobra pits. And when you mix that with alcohol and women who instinctively love attention, it's a recipe for disaster. So if you have females that are going to clubs, get a bodyguard.
This
And
sounds
if
like
you
a
can't do
story
that,
based
Don't go at
loosely on a
all.
true story.
It's
You know how
just
they
not
say in the
worth the
movies?
risk.
Some
So
of
this
these
is why I
events
don't
may or
hang
may
out
not
with
have
women
taken it.
anymore.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because a group of females, it's like being in a hen house. And it's like all of the hens unlock the door so the foxes can get in. And not only that, they drape themselves in fragrance and provocative clothing to lure the foxes in. No, thank you. I'll take my bodyguard.
And I don't know about y'all, but you know, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie, that last part that she just said is 100% facts. You can't find yourself as a woman in a sticky situation because of other women. Women will invite guys that you don't even know over to your house or to their house when you thought it was just going to be them, and that can make you very uncomfortable, especially if you got one of these thirst bucket ass dudes, right? You know, I've seen movies, I've seen TikToks, I've seen all kind of content where women said something happened to them because a friend or a family member, like a cousin, female cousin, allowed strange men to come in, and that's when everything hit the fan. So yes, that part I agree with, but for the most part of this video, I think it's a bunch of cap. You know, if the story's true, okay, but I'm just saying it doesn't even sound realistic to me.
Yeah, so I normally don't date women with kids because I don't have any kids, but you know, you could be special, so I'm definitely willing to give this a try.
Well, just so you know, dating single mothers is a little different than dating these other women.
Okay.
There's things that I come with that you're gonna have to accept if you want to be with me.
Like what?
Well, first of all, my kids will always come first, so you will never be number one. So let's start with that.
Okay.
Second thing is, if we become this big happy family, you're gonna have to make enough money to support me and my kids. I'm talking about birthdays, Christmas, holidays, vacations. So you have to know this is one big package deal.
All right.
Oh yeah, and you can't discipline my kids, okay? If you put your hands on them, you're going to prison. That job is between me and their father. And speaking of their father, you're gonna have to accept that he's part of this family. So you're gonna have to learn how to deal with him. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Y'all can go in the backyard, fight it out, whatever you gotta do. Also, you can't expect me to be spontaneous. See, when kids are involved, there's things I have to do before I can just get up and go somewhere. You gotta get babysitters, you gotta get them dressed, you gotta pack bags. So you can't expect that from me, okay? You can't just spring stuff on me, okay? You have to understand that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if this is for me. That sounds like an awful lot. What? What? Hold up, you just said it's hard.
It's only hard if you're a weak man. What? You ugly anyway, and I bet you're gay.
I'm not. What? I was just handsome 2 minutes
ago. It don't
ago.
matter, I need a real man anyway.
I'm not a real man? You know what, alright. Okay, sure, yeah. Check, please.
You still gonna pay for dinner, right?
Hey, man, I heard that's how them single mothers be, man. You know, time is of the essence when you with one of them. They so busy with life, school, back and forth with the baby daddy, you know, grocery shopping, cooking, stopping at McDonald's to get fast food. You know you're gonna be in that line for 30, 45 minutes. When the time does arise, when it's time to get them cheeks clapped, she not trying to play no games, man. You heard me? Nothing like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, guys, it's your life to live, man. You know, y'all know how I feel about it. Me personally, it wouldn't make sense to court a single mother. It wouldn't make sense if I was in the market looking for that sort of thing. They have a lot of women who don't have kids already. You get what I'm saying? And I got kids. And the way I rationalize it is this. If I make $100,000 a year, and let's just say I got 30 grand that's gonna go towards the kids. I got 3. That's 10,000 per kid. But let's say you meet a chick who has 2 kids. So now, you know, modern women definitely expect a man to come and foot the bill for the deadbeat daddy, which they usually come equipped with one of those already, not sold separately. They're going to want you to foot the bill. They're going to want you to take care and provide resources for their kids as well. Treat them like your own. So now 30 grand is split amongst 5. Let's go back to simple arithmetic. 30 divided by 5 is 6,000. So with that being said, now my true seeds, my blood, my flesh and blood gets less. It don't make financial sense. Straight up, I would never do it.
You good? Are you okay? And do you need anything from me?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's how your bro's supposed to talk to you, bro.
I'm trying not to tear up thinking about my grandmother. That's the toughest thing that I got going on right now. No, I'm good. I'm real good. And I have moments when I just think about her and everything she's done and what she means to me. She has dementia, and it's real bad. And she's just here. She's not living. She's just here. And it's fucked up. I can't even talk no more.
That was today's segment of Positive Vibes. Guys, if you don't have a tribe of men, brothers, that you can call on and you can have these heart-to-heart conversations with, because I'm going to tell you some real shit. Bro, this is one of them conversations that could be thrown back into your face if you're dealing with one of these toxic women. I don't want to sit up here and say all women are capable of doing that, but I have seen women do things like this with malicious intent, man. I'm talking about cut like 1,000 razor blades. And none of my boys ever did nothing like this. You get what I'm saying? I don't have a whole lot of these moments, but I have had them. And man, I got some real dudes in my circle, bro. You know, and I've been that type of person for them. And I would encourage each and every one of y'all to find those type of brothers, man, because man, at the end of the day, we all we got it. You know what I'm saying? This was a heartfelt moment, man. I could tell dude was about to break down, and I know exactly how he feels. Not with the dementia, but I know what it feels like to be trying to push forward and you suffering mentally because of loss and grief and things of that nature, man. You know, I lost family members at a young age, like my two favorite cousins, man, Mario and Terrence, man. Both gunned down in Jackson, Mississippi. They were my first cousins. I'm talking about we sleep in the same bed. They auntie was like my mama, and my mama was like they mama. You see what I'm saying? I don't remember not seeing them. Like, these were the type of cousins I had. I seen them every day. And then to get a phone call that one of them has been shot and he ain't gonna make it. That's a tough call. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with that, you know? So guys, you know, keep your mental health in check and make sure you got a squad, bro. Some real strong brothers around you. I'm out.